Gemini, welcome to Nikki's Live, Laugh, Love Tarot. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, thank you. This is a little new format for me. I am doing more than just collective reads now. I'm going to the signs because my spirit and angel guides are pushing me to do more. So here I am, I'm breaking it down. I welcome you all. And again, this is a collective read, so take it as it resonates. This is for my Gemini, that sun, moon, rising, north node. Take it as it resonates. Leave what does not. I'm only responding to all positivity. I'm not taking any negative remarks. So if you're going to be not vibing with the positive, then keep it moving. I will respond to all my messages. I will say hello. I will engage in anything. Leave an emoji if you're so inclined to let me know that this is resonating with you. I've already have blessed and shuffled. I've done a couple signs already. Now, Gemini, the way I work, if you've never watched me before, is I write down all my intuitive messages and then I tell you what they are. My goodness, excuse me. This is a lot for you today. You're my deepest sign. That's when I say you got the most fire from your messages, meaning Spirit wants you to know this. There's a very, very jealous and envious person around you right now, and it kept coming out in all my decks no matter where I shuffled. So know that. And I kept getting a freaking gnat flying around here. And when I get the gnats, that means it's a monitoring spirit and my messages and the way I see things. So you've got somebody that is on your fanny, watching everything that you do. They're on your socials. They're, stalking. So take care of yourself. I don't know if you knew this person or don't know this person, or we're going to get more. It's not like they're going to kill you or anything. That's not what I mean. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that there's somebody that is very into what you're doing. Every moment of the day, they're on checking where you're doing, who you are, who you're with. You may have just left somebody. Maybe you just ended a relationship or a job, or somebody that's very, very, very interested in what you're doing and who you're doing it with and what you are doing per se as far as work. You're healing, you're single, and you're happy, and now you're keeping to yourself so much that's driving this person even more crazy. So after an ending, my nose is itching. So yeah, you made an ending of some kind, whether it's work, relationships, family, cliques, whatever the hell, a group that you might have been into or something, a party scene or whatever the hell, I don't know, you just left something, okay? And you're not telling anybody what you're doing, and you're doing the healing, and it's helping you rise and heal. So I hope that's so far with the messages I'm getting. We're gonna pull, and again, my nose is itching. This is something for somebody. So please let me know if this is your story, because I hope it isn't. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm picking up the wrong message. But this came out across multiple decks. Yeah. Moon, shadow. Yep. I was in spirit's like, you're not wrong, B, you're not wrong. All right, shadow. Meaning you've been hiding, so to speak. Maybe you're trying to get away. Please, God, I hope that's not the case. But you're now starting to see things for what they are, and you have done some reflecting about your part in things, and not to mention other people's parts in things. And what I'm hearing as I'm saying this is like, game over. I'm not playing anymore. That's whoever this is for, you're done playing whatever this was, whatever game, not even at the game, but partaking whatever this relationship or this dynamic is. It's a dynamic of some kind. I'm seeing 3, so I don't know if that's 3 people involved. But you're taking you took a step back, and you're retreating, and you're like trying to I'm hearing you're trying to let it go, meaning there's something that took place that was kind of shocking possibly, and I haven't even seen the tower come out in any of these decks, so I wouldn't be surprised though, but something took place where you are just like, I'm done, and I've had enough, and I ain't going to be associated with this anymore. So that's kind of the vibe I've got in there. That's the present energy. I haven't even had a chance to get it out when it flew out of the deck. The present energy is you are retreating to a sacred place, or a place where you have some peace, so you can think clearly and deal with what just happened. So whatever that was, sounds like a drama. I don't know. So let's see. That's your present. This is the deck I use to declare past, present, future. Let's get a bit more about the past. I think I need to know more about what happened in the past. That's your present. You've retreated into a shadow perspective, and the moon is what you don't see, meaning, I wrote it here, keeping to yourself. So you've kind of retreated to a place where nobody knows what you're doing, which is what you need. Nobody needs to know what you're doing because they have been on you. Whoever this is, they don't like that decision you've made. Somebody, it's going to be a longer reading for you, Gemini. I could already figure that out. But give me the past. I need to know a little bit more about the past and what took place and why this happened. Can I get it? This is my Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. I need to know a little bit more about the past here. This is a very tough, heavier reading, and I saved this for last when I was doing the pre-shuffle and download. I had to go take care of something first, and I said, well, let me leave this energy here for now and come back. Hasn't let up. This energy is very heavy, so let's figure. I don't know. I like this energy, but I'm gonna peacefully, you know, I've already cleansed the space and I rebuke any negative evil eyes or anything that's that's trying to get into as a negative away. I bind anything in the blood of Jesus that's trying to get into my collective or our worlds that are negative. Send that with love back to sender. So because it's affecting you, my collective Gemini, I'm going to make sure we've already blessed this place and make sure that nothing evil can attach when I get into the past. Yeah, material harvest. All right. This might have something to do about money. This has been coming up a lot for a lot of people, but you were starting to succeed in some way. Material harvest. It may not just be money. This person has a lot of things. I'm hearing more things than maybe money. Materials, meaning homes, clothes, experiences even. So something that you were bringing that had a lot to do with success and abundance. Somebody was enjoying your lifestyle. Somebody was enjoying who you were as a person and where you were going and the people you were meeting. And it was almost fakety ass fake is what I'm hearing. There were a lot of fakety ass fake people around you that were trying to receive what you were getting down from the divine there, like a vampire, an energy vampire. Somebody was enjoying your material wealth or your material substances, whether it's drugs. Hope not. Hope you're not doing drugs, but you know, I'm not going to tell anybody not to have fun, but at the same time, be safe. But whatever, I see like a mover and a shaker, whoever you are, Gemini, which I know your sign, you are very social, you're out there, you're loving your life, but there are people that, I want to say copycats, mimics that like your lifestyle, that think and want to be you around. If they can't be you, they want to be around you. Let's put it that way. If I can't be you, can I be around you is what I'm hearing. It's almost stalky. It's almost obsessive. So we're going to get more on that. That was the past. I don't know why I keep shuffling here. I get caught up in the energy. All right. Switch deck. Oh, we're going to do the mini deck. All right. First, let's go back in time, the past. Give me some clarifier about the material harvest. Why is this person around? What was going on in the recent past? Yeah. The money and abundance and the luxury that you brought. This is a single, so maybe you were single or this is 9-9, so we got 2 9s. Yep, 9-9, so maybe you were single, maybe this wasn't a love relationship, but this could be people in your energy that are wanting to be in it. I'm getting the vibe like a sorority or a fraternity or something. I'm getting male, I feel male. I feel like it's male energy. Yeah, hangman. It's definitely you put a stop to whatever this is, or you're taking a break from whatever this is. It's almost like that you're not hanging out with the crowd anymore, and everybody wants to know why, because you were the life of the party, so to speak. You were starting to see that these people around you are possibly not good for you, and you wanted to take a break. Maybe it was starting to affect your health. I'm hearing it's not good for my health. Maybe you had a little, I hope not. I hope you didn't have a weird scare. Maybe you took a little more substance than you should have, and it caused a health scare of some kind, and you're like, well, I'm taking a 9, yeah. And this is, you're pulling back at least half of your energy or more about what you spend your time with. I don't think you trust the people that are around you, and you shouldn't. It looks like you shouldn't, because they were using you. They would have left you for dead if they could have, but they act like your friend when you're not. These are the kinds of people that throw rocks and hide their hands when you're not looking. So I think you've kind of figured that out, Gemini. Yeah, who's enemies like that? Who needs friends with enemies like that? All right, more on this, please. These go together. The past. This is telling me a story. Sounds like you were somebody that was you're cutting out the riffraff. Okay. You're cutting out I heard riffraff, cutting it out. Yeah, pages. This is you're a younger person I'm talking to. This could be, or I'm getting to somebody's a little younger in their 20s and 30s. I'm picking up a youth vibe with this reading for the Gemini. Could be older too. Maybe you're feeling like you've got immature people around you, but this is pages or messengers. So maybe you got some kind of message about somebody around you that wasn't in your best interest, or they were lying, or they were trying to get stuff from you, and I heard robbed. Were you robbed? Somebody took something from you, or maybe you were partying over here and someone who was in your house took something, I don't know. And you're like, well, man, why are you taking shit from me when I'm supposed to be, I thought you were my friend, what are you doing? That kind of thing. Like, I had a friend once, I know it has not, maybe this has something, I don't know why I'm bringing this up. I haven't even thought about this. It's not even relevant. I mean, at least it's relevant to this, but not lately. My friend once had she had a lot of people that was just around her because of the people she knew and the fun that she would have in her parties. Well, when she went out of town for like 2 weeks, and she let this friend stay at her house, and she drank all her wine, she ate all her food, and tried on all her clothes, and stole some shoes. I mean, shit like that is what I'm getting. Like, I go away, I trust you in my house, and now all this is gone. What happened here? You know, it's like when the mice are away, the cats will play, or whatever the hell I was saying. And cat's away, the mice will play. You know what I mean? You get it? You trusted somebody possibly, and they either left you at a party or something, like where you thought they had your back and you had no way home or something like that, or they, you know, something to that effect. I don't know. Please let me know if I'm catching this right. And this is recently, in the recent past, within the last 9 weeks, 9 months, 9 days, something like this happened, where you're just like, I'm done. But I'm getting this for somebody in their 20s or 30s. I mean, younger, not my usual crowd. It's of you know, older crowd. But it could just be this is just, you're done with the immature people. It could just be that too. You're done with immature people who don't have your back, or who don't trust your judgment, or who don't respect you. That's what I was kind of calling for. All right, what else? Current energy. So you're doing some shadow work. You're cleaning house of people that don't really jive with your energy anymore. You've outgrown them. You've matured. Congratulations. Yeah, look at that. 9 of Wands. You're on guard. You're not letting anybody past your door, which makes sense. I wouldn't even if they fucking stole from you. I wouldn't let them in either. I'm getting that. That's exactly what I'm getting. Thievery. Whether it's ideas, materials, or something. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Yes. It could have to do with a partnership. We had partnership and a ten of swords and a 3 of pentacles. Somebody stole. In some kind of agreement. Maybe they stole your ideas, your patent, your plan. They took your friends. They pretended to be you and you weren't looking, or some shit. And now you're like, what the hell? So yeah, you were betrayed in some way by somebody who really just wanted to be you and take over your life, like single white female, except I think I'm reading for a male in this one. This person was your friend up until they weren't. Yeah, now you moved away. You're moving on to calmer waters. You're like, well, damn, I don't ever want to be in this position again. I'm never going to be stuck in this position again. Maybe I'm getting the fact that could possibly maybe have partook a little bit too much in either drinking or some kind of drugs, and you lost your mind, or you fell asleep, or you went away, or something, that you were out having a good time and something took place over here without you knowing it. And now somebody is all up in your business trying to figure out where you went, because the party's with you apparently, or you know people, and this person that seems desperate. And I'm going to get more on the kipperish with this, because I have a feeling, before I pull out the cards, we're going to still do future energy. I'm getting the feeling this person made promises to people, or told people about they could deliver something, and they're not able to deliver it without you involved. And now you're in, like, you're reclusive. You're staying at home, and you're not in. I'm not sure you've told this person you're done with them, but you probably have. If what happens, what it seems to be is happening here, they're trying to reach out to you, but you're not responding. So with that message, that's why the page is here. They're trying to reach out to you, but you're like, no, bro, I'm done. I don't want to, I'm just going to take a break, but you're done. In your mind, you're done, but you're telling these people, see you later. And you may not even be talking to them now, but this person who took from you, they're desperate because there's something that you have still that they need to give to somebody else, or do for somebody else, or to make, if they don't, then they're going to know that they did all these things. Or they are going to come out, they're going to be exposed in some way, whatever it is the hell they did. So they need something else from you, but you're not involved and you're not engaging. And we're on like a countdown, 18, 9, like by half. So like a half-life I'm getting. So it's going to come to a head, which we're going to pull the future in a minute. But let's see anything more from this deck about, yeah, it's about them being the fool or a new beginning. It's about your new self, your new start, or your new, what's the word? Outlook. Thank you. It's your new outlook. Like, you see these people for who they are and you're not engaging with them anymore. And it could just be that this person is upset because they know they stepped over the line. I heard one too many times. They stepped over that, crossed that, like you checked them and then they stepped it over again. And then now you said, that's it, no more chances. So whoever that is, their friendship is over. I heard the party's over and the friendship's over. Yeah, now you're keeping to yourself. This jealous and envious person is monitoring you after an ending. Right, you've told them you're done. Take it however that means. Friends, lovers, both. Could be both. Maybe a girl you caught, I hate to say it, maybe you caught your girl cheating while you were gone and you're like, what the hell? Whose shirt is this? You know, so I'm like, whose is this? Like, maybe that's something that happened like that. Jesus Christ, I'm sorry, man. This is juicy. I don't really like kind of readings like this, but they do make for an interesting read, but damn. All right, what's the future energy for this, my collective? What's coming in the next 4 weeks? I do 4 weeks at a time because too far out, I can't remember. Too far out. No, keep going. What's the future energy? You have a major shadow is a major arcana in this deck in the present, which means this was kind of earth-shattering. Other than the tarot, tongue-tied. Other than the tower, the shadow is facing demons, facing the real, facing the truth. You're starting to face the truth about who this person was or these people are, and it's starting to, make you see how foolish they are or stupid that they are, because now you see it. I don't want to be a part of these people's lives. I don't want to be a part of this anymore, because you are the energy you keep. You are the company you keep, and you don't want to be associated with these people is what I'm hearing. All right, 16 minutes already. Dang, that was felt like 2 minutes I was reading. 17 minutes coming on the dot. All right, one more future. Here it is, the future. Yeah. 3, once again, it could have been a third party. Heartache and loss. This is another major arcana, heartache and loss. I want to make sure I know what that is, but that is you're feeling like when you make a major decision, even when it's good for you, it can hurt. And let's not lie about it, Heartache and loss. Oh, is this 3? This isn't heartache and loss. Okay, over here. I want to make sure I can speak it correctly for you. Even though it's gonna hurt. Here it is. This is the feeling. This is the emotions. Heartache. Well, the meaning of this card resolves around disappointment, sorrow, separation, which can cause upheaval and distress. It takes all the strength you have at this moment in order to move past the pain and heal your heart. This was a big betrayal. I wasn't wrong on that. I thought this was a major arcana, but my glasses, I couldn't see. No, but this is future. It's gonna hurt for a little bit. That's why you're retreating into the hermit type of mode. You're going to the end. You're looking at the dark crevices of your world right now, and it's gonna hurt because this person, not only does it hurt, but this person is somebody you trusted. I don't see any cups here, unfortunately, and it may be with business, it could be in a relationship, but I don't see any cups. But again, it could be any kind of loss, whether it's a friend. Maybe this isn't, as I said, maybe it isn't love. I'm getting more of a friendship, bro, like a fraternity type of feel here. Please let me know if I'm hitting the mark on this, because it's okay. It's gonna hurt because this is like a brother. Maybe it's like a family member, somebody that you cared about, not in a love romantic way, but in a trust. Sometimes that hurts worse than the love, because you can always find a new girlfriend, but a family member or a friend like that, they're hard to come by. So somebody did you wrong, and it was pretty harsh. It was pretty devastating. My heart goes out to you. I know that hurts. Nothing's worse than a friend or family doing something to you like that. I heard deep betrayal, whatever this was. That's why I kept the pre-shuffle. It was very hard for me to get through that. I don't like being in that energy, and I'm an empath, so it's hard for me to pull that. So I kind of like, I don't like to sit in this energy too much, because I have to do a cleansing after this. I don't like to have this energy around me, but it hurts, man. You'll get through it. Spirit says we're with you on this, but you have to sometimes make the hardest decisions in order to move forward, to find the right people to put yourself around. Yeah. This is somebody you partied with. This is somebody you really felt you had a lot of 3s. 3. Maybe the third, maybe March isn't important to you. Somebody you really thought, I keep getting a party scene, like a party scene where you were at a party and something happened, or they did something at a party, or you were partying and they left you for dead, or they, maybe you had, like I said, too much of something, that they left you behind or something like that. I don't know. It really sucked. So, but Spirit is saying it had to happen for you to see you can't keep going on like this, because eventually it might have, you know, caused you to be unalived, because whatever you were doing is going to catch up to you eventually. And it's devastating. All right, what else on the heartbreak and loss? It's gonna hurt, because again, who doesn't like to go out and have a good time? Because you enjoyed your time with these people, but now you're realizing this is not in my best interest. For the health reason. And Gemini, that stinks. I'm praying for you. What else? Yes. Yeah. King of Pentacles, somebody with money. Somebody who seemed to have it all. Once again, either that's you or them. You were the life of the party. You were the one that everywhere the party was, you were there. So now it's like people are like, well, where is the collective? Where is Gemini, man? Where is the Gemini? Not collective, because I usually read for collective. Where's Gemini? Where they're always here. My reader's always here. Where are they? That's where the fun is. That's who brings all the good times. Well, haven't you heard? Gemini's not coming out anymore. I've called. He hasn't come by. He's got what I need. He has it. They have it. Whatever it is that you were bringing to the table, everybody was using. And now that's no longer there. One more, 21 minutes, and I'm going to pull an angel card for some healing here. This is tough, Gemini. You're going to have to, really understand this is for your best interest. Spirit, angels, guides, they have you. They know this is the hardest, this is a total rebirth you're going to have to go through in order to get to the other side, which I believe you're doing. It's going to hurt, though. The next 3 weeks are going to be tough, but you'll get over that hump. And you'll be bringing in new people. This could also be new people. This is future. This could also be new people that Spirit's going to bring around the Trinity. I'm hearing Father, Son, Holy Spirit, which means they're going to be bringing you blessings, and they're going to be bringing you love to help you heal. Anything else for the future for my Gemini future, next 3 to 4 weeks? What can they expect besides the heartache? Take both. Yay. Okay. Ace of Cups, Page of Swords. A new message of love, or you will find something to get your heart behind, which you will love to do. There's going to be more on your feelings. Here's more cups now. So now we're going to bring more of the feelings into things in the next few weeks, into a few months. I'm hearing, 1, 3, 5. So yes, it's going to take a few weeks to get back to detox, to do all the things you need to do. It's going to be heartbreaking for you, because you're going to miss some of these people. But you're coming to the conclusion to moving on to calmer waters, that you got to cut the whole scene out in order to get healthy. And what you don't see coming with that is new beginnings, not only an Ace of Cups, but an Ace of Pentacles. You're going to find that you will find money and a new way of thinking and a new way of being, and it's going to be good. Watch out for, again, the Page. Thank God it came up in the upright, if it was back to this jealous, envious, stalker person, but we're going to get more on that person's just yet. Wheel of Fortune. Here's the Page of Wands. And the Emperor, and the Sun. Honey, just get through these next few weeks, because you've got great things behind it. Spirit will reward you for what you just went through. It sucks, but when you're treated like this, just before you're about to break through to the other side, you will get tested. You will be put through the ringer, but if you can get through it, you can do the shadow work, you can face those things and admit to where you went wrong and forgive those who wronged you. What's coming on it on the other side is a phenomenal beginnings, new beginnings in love, money, luck, and Wheel of Fortune, and love. And you are the Emperor, so you are going to take charge of this yourself. Emperor is a Aries sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, fire sign, so you're taking charge of your life. Congratulations, I'm so proud of you. Give me that. 3 for the Holy Trinity. Good job. This angels and spirit guides, I'm going to pull them in a minute, but first let's just get some information more about these jealous people, so you I think you know who they are, but let's get some information about who they are. Jealous, envious people around the Gemini. Yeah, look at that. I hate to say it, honey, it was all about your money and all about what you were bringing to the table, not who you are as a person. They're envious and jealous because you have the whole package, but they want what you have more than you. Meaning they want what you are bringing and what you're about in your life more than about you and your life, so to speak. They could care less about who you are, but what you bring to the table under the fake, phony, and false pretenses. And unfortunately, 26 may be important to you. If you're born on the 26th, or 26 years of age, that could be you. Honey, your life is just beginning. Forget these clowns. All right. What else for the Gemini, jealous, envious people? What's monitoring around them? Who are these people? Who are these people or person that my Gemini has around them? Man, I hate people like this. When you're young, you're still learning, and I get it, but you're Congratulations, though. You've grown up a lot in a short period of time. You're starting to see things that you're tired of. You're tired of this lifestyle of fake, is what I'm hearing. You're tired of the fake people. Where are the real people? You thought these people really had your back. Come to find out, they don't. Not if they're stealing from you, honey. Not if they're stealing from you. Yeah, it has to do with your job. You met these people at work, or they work around you, or they're a piece of work. One of those things. I think it's something to do with your job or what you do for a living. You thought maybe you had a little camaraderie, like 3 cups, like you guys, like the 3 amigos I heard. Yeah, now you're single, sexy, and you're going to be